Hey traders, Mike Katz here with today's trader takeaways. Let's do a quick recap of what we were in today. Market's almost closing, and the names that I was in was basically starting to get a little bit dry, so I figured let me do a market recap real quick. SPY I was trading today, and on the daily, you can see that it was a pretty small body, not a whole lot going on as far as range, about a $2 range, but there were some decent trades for me. From the beginning, I started out thinking that there was a pretty big move on Friday to the upside, and we got a squeeze in the morning, and I thought that that could serve where people start chasing it, shorts start getting stopped out, and eventually potentially set up for some backside. So I started looking at this here, and right around here I started shorting it in the 50s, and it started working pretty quickly. And once it started working, I let it work. I wasn't trading very big today, but trading around a core, where it would drop, I would take half off, then put it back on, and so on and so forth. And eventually it ended up being a really nice day in this one, not bad at all. And now it's just coming back. I would like to see what the market wants to do. I personally thought that this was potentially going to be a bigger down move, but for now it looks like it's starting to make that higher high, higher low, and we'll see what that turns into. So SPYs are just taking a breather, sideways day. And then another one that was really good today was MU. MU is just really strong on the daily. I think there were a few analyst upgrades today, and the action was really strong from the beginning. And it was just a matter of joining trend and allowing the trade to work. I started looking at it from here. I didn't even get involved earlier, and I bought the dips, the pullbacks in the uptrend, and it was just a matter of constantly moving up my stop, trading around a core, and once it reclaimed 60, I had another chance to add to a winner on this pullback here to $60, and there was a nice push to 61, and I was out of it as it went to 61, and that really ended up being my best symbol on the day. So that was pretty good. And then it looks like afterwards it putting a lower high and started pulling back. And as I was telling one of the new guys next to me, that once it starts to pull back and give more than just a small move against the trend, then it just lets the shorts off the hook. I no longer want to be buying dips if it starts to pull back and allow the shorts to kind of cover and let them off the hook, and the pain game is over. I don't want to be buying the dips anymore. I want to be doing it only when the trend is strong. The way I usually see these things end is you have a trend up, and either it puts in a lower high or it gets parabolic where the slope just tremendously increases, and that's when the shorts give up. So I was waiting for one of those two things to happen. It looks like it put in that lower high here. By that time I was already done with it, and I even tried one short trade here, kind of broke even on it. I think lost a little bit, and then that was the end of that. So this was a really good symbol, MU. And what else? Let's see, QD, I traded that early. I thought maybe this could turn into a fader, and then it just ended up being sideways all day. Looking at it now, it's kind of selling off into the close, but all day it was just chop, so this one ended up being a small loser. The ZSAN is working. It's down $1 or so today, so that's kind of working as well. Still have some of that core. And then a few zombies are coming back to life, where some of the blockchain plays all of a sudden are catching a bid. NETE, this thing is really boogieing. I had one small trade in this one today when it went below $10. Kind of similar to Friday. Starter position, nothing big. I got above 11, I took it off. And then this one seems to be giving the shorts a hard time. The float's not that big, and it's just curling up, so I'm probably going to stay away from this one. I don't think that this is going to pay me off too well. So, but the reason I mention it is a lot of these guys are coming back. XNet is up here. Let's sort by percentage gainers. Marathon today caught a bid. We looked at it near $2. I didn't end up trading it, but I thought maybe if it holds below 2, Might do a quick scalp, but it reclaimed $2 and ended up flagging and going. So I didn't buy it, but I also didn't short it. So I'm noticing that some of these are starting to come back. You know, NETE we spoke about. Elfin was the one that I covered at $35. All of a sudden that's spiking today. I covered that a few weeks ago, and just it wouldn't go down anymore. What else here? NXTD just woke up recently. So I don't know if these things are catching a bit again, um, but it looks like some of these blockchain plays are coming back from the dead, and I would just be really careful. They're down, way down from their highs, so I wouldn't even know what to trade it against. Probably don't even want to touch it on the long side. So it might be in a void for me for now until these things start to really boogie. But a lot of these names were, decent trades. Pixie's coming back today. Um, Actions starting to creep back into the market. On the SPY, it looked like a small day on the SPY, but other than that, action feels like it might be creeping back in. So a nice day trading today, and we'll take that, start off the week right, and go from there. See what the next few days bring. So thanks for watching, guys. 7 Points Capital. Hit us up with any questions on Twitter or some of the other venues you've been asking questions on, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. Thank you, guys.